Everyone. Today, what we are going to do is I have downloaded a data set and it's a raw data set. So you can see there is no formatting, no proper formatting, uh, and columns are little clumsy. So for a change, what we'll do today is I'm just going to clean this data set. So you'll have an idea when you're working on a data set. Usually whenever you download a data set from any ERP or a system, you'll have a data like this. So what you can do is just do some basic cleaning and formatting so that the data could be in position so that someone could just read it or drive insights out of it. So let's see. It's a sales data. So we have different columns. First one is region, then country, then the item types, sales channel, order priority, date, ID and all. This is cost, revenue and profit. So we'll start with automatically fitting the columns. So you have two options. Either you just use shortcut key, which is Alt H plus O and A. Other option is you can go to format and just auto fit column width. That's it. It will do it on your own. So you don't need to worry about it. And you can just make this column little bold, then give some space so that you can put some headings and all. Then see, this is the date. So I have copied this from another sheet, that's why these dates are showing in number format, but what we'll do is we'll try to change it in date format. What's happening here is some dates are in DDMMYYY format, some dates are in MMDDYY formats. That's why it's not, even if you'll try different ways to format this data, it won't work. I'll show you what usually we do is you can just go to a custom format, and this is the normal format that we use. DD means 8, would be month, Y is year. So even after doing that, this data is not getting properly formatted. Another option that we use sometimes is we can go to data, then we go to text to column, you will select delimited, then you will go next. You don't need to select any delimited. Next, and here you have a date format. You can choose any one of them, but again this is not working for you. See, the date is just shifted upside. So what we'll do here is we'll just use flash fill. That's the best way I could think of for now. We know that 20 is our date, then we have 12 as month and 2023 as a year. Next one is you can just copy it down. So what flash fill does is it just identifies a sequence of data, how you want data to be formatted, and it will automatically based on that particular data format fills other rows or columns based on your needs. So what we need our columns to be formatted. So you have two options again. Control E is the shortcut for flash fill. Otherwise you can go to data and this is the icon of flash fill. You can do that. See, automatically your data will be formatted, and the best part is there's no problem of referencing. When you use formula and you delete the data on which your formula is based on, then you'll get a reference error. But here there's no such problem. Even if I delete this date, the data will have no effect on it. So we'll move ahead with other formatting. As you can see, units sold, that should be in number format. So what we'll do is general formatting is also not a bad idea. When you'll convert it to number format, then you'll have some decimal points. So we'll leave it as number format. Unit price should be in currency format. We'll change it to currency. Cost is also a currency format, so we'll change it into currency. Then other three costs also should be in currency format, so we'll do that as well. Now you can see that there is decimal points So if you want, if you are okay with that, that's not an issue. Otherwise, if you want to just make that particular number as an integer, then you can just reduce that to zeros. That's it, it's done. And these things are working fine. So what we'll do is we'll simply, if you want to apply any formatting and all, then you can use tables. Otherwise, the shortcut for auto, you don't know which color combination you want to use, then you have a shortcut which is Alt OA, which will give you some formatting options to you, and you can choose any one of them, whichever you like. So here we'll go with this one. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so I think this is fine. Apart from that, what we'll do is we'll remove the grid lines. So for removing grid lines, simply you can go to view, and here you have grid line options. So if you don't want this lines, you can just uncheck. That will be done. And apart from that, you can just choose any other text font if you like. To make it little small, it will be order priority, and this is good. Let's make it. So this looks fine. And if you want any header, so what we usually do is we just select and we merge this cell. So there's no problem in merging, but let's say I'm writing a sales data set, okay, and I want to copy this and paste somewhere else. Let's say I want to paste it over here. So again, what it will do is it will just merge that amount, the same amount of cells that were here. So whenever you are copying a whole data set, like let me take an example, I want to copy a whole data set in a new sheet. Okay, so this merge things will always be there. So to avoid this, like whenever you're going for formatting options, or if there is some value in that particular cell, it's difficult to do calculation based on that. So what you can do is same, like you can select all the cells and you can go to alignment option, and you'll have in the horizontal alignment, you can just center across selection. That will do the same job for you, but the data is still in the first cell, right? It's just showing as in center. Now you can just change whatever your preferences. So see, your formatting is always done on that particular cell. So if you want to format all, you have to select it again, and you can do simple formatting, just increase a little bit of. And if you want to put some borders and all, you can do that as well. Like I want to choose that, do that. These things are there. Okay, so that's it for this video. What I'll do is I wanted to create a dashboard based on this particular data, because we have a lot of options here. We have options of regions, then we have different countries where we can create drop down list, and item types. These things would be our data. Then we have two options over here as well, low and high, then offline and online. Then here we have order priorities, where we can use conditional formatting and all that. Things we'll cover in next videos. So the last data set that I was using for the beginners, that was not good enough to cover these things, that conditional formatting and all. So what I'll do is I'll take this data set for the further videos, and we'll see how this things work. Till then, thank you, bye bye.